All right, so we're live on YouTube. All right, guys, welcome back to the new week. Um, this week we begin presentations, right, to reinforce some core topics. Today we are going to be doing chapter two, right? We have the group already set, everybody is set online. We have a number of students already in right now, so I have more than half of the class in already, right, on the live stream, so that's good. For the people who are unable to be on the live stream today, this is gonna be posted on YouTube, right? I like the fact that I have several people online right now already indicating they are present, so we're able to give you guys some points for your attendance here today. All right, so I'm not gonna be talking much today. Um, we have the group already set. They logged in a little bit earlier, right? So I'll have pass the mic over now. So I'm going to turn on my screen sharing, and then you're able to see the slideshow they have prepared for you guys. And I want you to listen, right, keenly to the presentations, right? All these presentations are core concepts that we're reinforcing, and they're coming back on the final exam. All right. I will be indicating to you some more details about the final exam this week. Great coming. All right, so look out for that. All right, so that's my time. I'm gonna hand the mic over now to the group. All right, so I'm just gonna turn off my camera now, and then Mr. Kill, I think, is gonna do introduction. Right, he's gonna turn on his, and then we begin. All right. All right, so I'm gonna put the screen sharing option now, and you guys are able to see the PowerPoint that they have created, and then you guys can follow along. All right. So that's what I'm doing now. So you guys can see, can everybody see the PowerPoint? Listen up. Everybody see the PowerPoint? Class?
Yes,
No?
sir.
All right. So take it away, guys.
Good afternoon, class. Management 1. Good afternoon, Mr. Garay. Today, my group members and I are presenting on Chapter 2, which is Making Decision. My group members are Deline Arzu, Elva Bolon, Gavina Kal, Krista Castillo, Jeremy Choco, and myself, Tyrell Kiedel. Okay, ready for change the slides, sir. Okay.
The decision-making process. The decision process have 8 steps, which will include step 1, identify a problem, an obstacle that makes it difficult to achieve desired goals or purpose. Every decision starts with a problem, a discrepancy between an existing and undesired condition. Step 2, identify decision criteria. Decision criteria are factors that are important or relevant to resolving the problem. Example for step 2 is I buying a cell phone and I'm making a decision whether the memory, storage, the warranty, and carrying weight are the relevant criteria in making my decision to buying a cell phone. Step, allocate weights to the criteria. If the relevant criteria aren't equally important, the decision maker must weigh the items in order to receive them to correct priority in the decision. Step 4, develop alternatives. List alternatives that could resolve the problem. Step 5, analyze alternatives. Appraising each alternative's strengths and weaknesses is based on its ability to resolve relate criteria and weight. Another example, the possible alternative. It's like the same example I gave with the cell phone, but this one it's buying a laptop or even a desktop computer. You ask if your memory and storage, your battery life, your carrying weight, your warranty, or display for a Dell Inspiron and then an Apple MacBook. You'll make that decision based on the alternatives that you come up with. Step 6, select an alternative. choosing the best alternative, the alternative with the highest total weight is chosen. So in my alternative in buying a laptop, if my highest alternative is for a Lenovo IdealPad, then that's what I'll buy. Step 7, implement the alternative. Putting the alternative into action, conveying the decision to, and gaining commitment from those who carry out the alternative. And the last step, step 8, evaluate decision effectiveness. The soundness of the decision is judged by its outcome. How effective was the problem resolved by the outcome resulting from the chosen alternative? It was not resolved what went wrong. That's the end of my presentation, sir.
Okay, now we have Elva doing the second slide.
Managers making decisions. Rationality is a multi-step process for making choice between alternatives. The process of rational decisions making favors logic, objectivity, and analysis over subjectivity and insight. The word rational in this context does not mean sane or clear-headed as it does in the colloquial sense. Bounded rationality is the idea that rationality is limited when individuals make decisions by the tractability of the decision problem, the cognitive limitations of the mind, and the time available to make the decision. Um, Decision making process, bounded rationality, identify objectives, identify criteria, identify alternatives, select a choice. Managers making decisions. The role of in, intuition, intuition is the mechanism by which this implicit knowledge is brought to the forefront of the decision making process. Some definition of the intuition in this context of decision making point to the importance of recognizing cues and patterns in one's environment and then using them to improve one's problem solving. The role of evidence-based management, it is an approach to decision making and day-to-day work practice that helps practitioners to critically evaluate the extent to which they can trust the evidence they have at hand. It also helps practitioners to identify, find, and evaluate additional evidence relevant to their decision. Uh, this is the managers making decision.
Can we could please change the slide, sir? The next slide, sir, she already explained that already. sir.
Types of decision only. Types of decision and decision making conditions. Types of decisions. Managers encounter different types of problems and use different types of decisions to resolve them. Structured problems are straightforward, familiar, and easily defined. A manager may use a program decision, which is a repetitive decision that can be handled by a routine approach. Managers rely on three types of program decisions, which are procedure, which is a series of interrelated sequential steps that can be used to respond to a structured problem. Rule is an explicit statement that tells managers what they can or cannot do. And policy is a guideline for making decisions.
Next slide, sir, please. Okay, now we have the decision-making conditions. Um, every day, a manager has to make hundreds of decisions in an organization. And generally, the decision maker makes a decision under the conditions. So these are the decision making conditions that a manager goes through. There are three decision making conditions that they face. The first one is certainty, the second one is the risk, and the third one is uncertainty. Certainly, it is a situation in which a manager can make accurate decision because all outcomes are known. In the situation of risk, the decision maker is able to estimate the likelihood of certain outcomes. In the decision making condition, the manager has to estimate concerning outcomes of alternatives. An optimistic manager will pursue a maximax choice and a maximizing the maximum possibility and the payoff. And a pessimistic manager will pursue a maximum choice, maximizing the minimum possibility of payoff. Okay, we could please get the next slide, sir.
Okay, so now we'll be looking at decision-making styles. Today we'll be discussing two decision-making styles, which are thinking style, and non-linear thinking style. So basically, linear thinking style is a person's tendency to use external data or facts, the habit of processing information through rational, logical thinking. In simpler terms, linear thinking styles is using facts and data to drive their decision making. So decision making, they use logics and data, and they also use a step-by-step approach. An example of this would be, let's say there is a propane company, let's say BWS, and this company is thinking about opening a branch in a remote village, for example, my village, San Jose. And let's say that they want to be sure that they can make a lot of profit and increase their organization then. And in order for this to be done, let's say the manager is a linear thinking decision maker. And first, they might conduct a survey, and the survey might ask questions about how often a person purchases propane. They might ask how much a certain family purchases, and this will enable them to make their decision, their final decision. And after conducting research, a simple equation of this would be A equal B, B equals C, and A equals C. So this would be okay if they're deciding to increase their branch. And by that, they will conduct a survey. After conducting the survey, they go over the survey and they finally reach a conclusion that yes, they can make so much profit in increasing their branch. Our next style will be nonlinear thinking style. This style is a person's preference for eternal source of information, a method of processing this information with eternal insights, feeling, and hunches. This one is totally different from linear thinking style. With this one, it's most likely with their personal discretion. Like just because they feel like they can make so much profit by creating a branch here, there, and everywhere without initially doing their survey, their research, everything, they might feel that okay, this certain location can make this certain amount of um, profit if I am to put my branch here. And this is totally different from linear because it's just based on their feeling and not the research they conduct. And that is basically what linear thinking and nonlinear thinking decision making is.
Effective decision making in today's world. Decision making today's businesses world revolves around making decisions, often risky ones, usually with incomplete or inadequate information. And under intense time pressure, making good business decision in today's rapid pace and messy world isn't easy. An example would be the Traveler's Liquor. The company reconfigured its rum distillery into a production center for the manufacture of a rum-based hand sanitizer. So the company decision was during this pandemic was to make a make hand sanitizer with with rum. So the company made it a good decision, and the manager make the business gain more profit because if they didn't make the hand sanitizer with the rum, most of the rum will not be sold at the market during this pandemic. Guidelines for effective decision making. Decision making is serious business. Your abilities and track records as an effective decision maker will determine how your organizational work performance is evaluated and whether you'll be promoted to higher or higher position of responsibility. Here are some additional guidelines to help you be a better decision maker. Understand cultural differences. Under this guideline helps managers or decision makers wherever to make good decision. However, it depends on the values of information, the supporter that support the managers have from the company, and also how the behavioral partners of the people that are involved to help make the decision. Create standards for good decision making. Good decision making are forward looking, and it need available information options that are available and viable. Known when it's time to call it quits. This guideline is necessary in decision making because when a decision is not working, there time that you need to quit because at the end the decision will not work out and end result will not be successful. Use an effective decision making process. Effective decision making process make it focuses on what's important. That's number one. Number two is it's logical and consistent. Three, it's acknowledges both subject and objective thinking and blends analogical with intuitive thinking. Number four, it requires known as much information and analysis to resolve a particular dilemma. Number five, it encourages and guides the gathering of relevant information. Lastly, it must be straightforward and easy to use. Develop your ability to think clearly. This is because decision making is very important. Like when purchasing, you choose which one is better. Decision that help you
Okay, sir. That concludes the end of our presentation. Yes, sir. That's
All right, mic check one. All right. What we're gonna be doing now then? One. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what we're gonna be doing now then? We're gonna be going now into the summary section, whereby I'm gonna ask you guys to just in your own words. I want you to just kind of summarize. What did you take away from your particular section? You're not gonna summarize the entire presentation. You're just gonna be doing a synopsis of your particular section, right? Just your section. Group members, you can turn on your cameras now. It won't crash. For the people that are online, I want you to listen cleanly right now to these summaries. Very important. Remember, you also get a individual grade, right? So it's a separate grade just for your particular, synopsis of your section. So take your time. Anybody can go first. It depends. I don't know if you want to do the same order as you did earlier, right? Or how you presented would be okay as well. All right. So let's go. In your own words. In your own words.
I did the decision-making process. The decision-making process is a set of 8 steps that include identifying a problem, making evaluate decisions effectiveness. For the 8 steps to be successful, you have to have a key success in management, knowing how to be an effective decision maker.
All right, excellent, Miss D. Next. Anybody can go next. Doesn't matter. Anybody can go.
Example for the role of an intuition is like choosing like the same kind of a coffee every day because you love the taste, and it's like it's a decision making every day.
Can you just pause 1 minute? Let me mute everyone because I'm hearing feedback from somebody's mic there. A dog is barking. So let me just mute everyone. Then you just unmute your mic, right? Yeah, you can unmute yourself now. Continue. Thank you.
Okay. Like I said, decision making for a role of an intuition is like choosing the same thing you like every day. Is like an example. Could be a coffee, like a cup of coffee. You love drinking coffee every day, and it's like you, it's your decision then to drink that coffee every day. That's like a decision making.
Okay.
Um, the next one is and the next one is an the role of an evidence-based management. For example, a manager who has a benchmark top performance companies best practices recommends adopting a particular practice. Is like it's like when for a for a for a manager they always
Okay, I think she's online. Mic check one. I think she's gone. She can come back afterwards. Next person, please. She was going good just now. I like local examples, really good. Let's get next person, please.
Sir, I'll be going next. For my subtopic, which was decision making style, was based on linear and nonlinear. And basically, what linear is making is reaching a decision by using facts and data, while nonlinear decision making is decision making using feelings and gut instincts. So rather than using data like linear thinking, linear decision making, um, non-linear does the exact opposite. It doesn't use data. It's just based on feelings and instincts. That's it, sir.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
I presented on types of decisions with structured problems which are straightforward, familiar, and easily defined. With a manager may use a program decision which is a repetitive. So if the manager chooses this decision and it works out good for the business, he chooses to use the same decision again, but just um, adds more data to make the business better. But if the decision is good, it doesn't need to change the decision, just make improvement on that one decision. For structured problems, managers rely on the three types of programs, which is procedure, rule, and policy. Procedure are just like connected and ordered steps that can be used to fix the structured problem. Rule is an explicit statement that tells managers what they can and cannot do. Like if what how far the manager can go to build the business and what they should not do. Like they should not go overboard because they can lose the business. Like if they spend too much money, they can drive the business into failure.
Exactly.
And problems, unstructured problems are problems that are new, like a problem that just came to the business, not a problem they had before. It just came. So it's unclear to the manager. He doesn't know what really to do because the problem has never happened at the business before. So it is the manager's decision to try to find a way to fix the problem or to at least try to solve it a little because sometimes the problem is incomplete. They only solve half of the problem and it comes back bigger sometimes.
All right. Nice. Thank you so much. Next person, please. Mic check one. Okay.
Jeremy, it's Jeremy turn, sir.
Okay.
Effective decision making in today's world. Well, the summary of this subtopic is that managers and decision makers always need to make good decisions so that the business could run smoothly. Sometimes when they make decision, it won't give them a good result, and so most of the time managers or decision makers will take time to make decision and help the business create or have a better standard of the business. Like example, the company Travelers Liquor, they find a way how to keep the business or the company running. They make hand sanitizer with the rum that they produce during the pandemic.
Excellent. And that's a good local example. I was even thinking about that. Right? Good. So you're applying what you're learning. Excellent, sir. All right.
Sure.
So anybody else wanna include anything, any other piece of information? It was all clear? Group?
I hope everything is clear. So I'm gonna ask if we had any questions from the people and we listen to the
All right.
presentation. If they...
Okay, so Mr. Kale is asking class, if you have any questions, you can turn on your mic right now and address it to the group. Let's give a little time for that section. All right. Questions, guys. Questions. The group did an excellent presentation. They used a lot of local examples. They were prepared. The entire group was logged in before time, right? So they are ready for this presentation. I like the explanations, right? You kept it within the time span, right? So everything went really smooth, right? No issues with glitching. Everything was good. All right. So class, section 1. If you have any questions based on this particular presentation, making decisions, chapter 2, this is the first presentation, right, that the group did, and they did a good job. So they kind of set the bar for this one, right? They set the bar actually. Okay. So questions, guys, questions. Any questions? All right. So group, you put your back your cameras, please. Just a group members, please. All right. So if they have any other questions, I'll ask for them to put it in the comment section of the YouTube video. Then we can always answer that in a discussion session that we have after the presentations are over. Then you guys can input and then answer those questions. All right. We don't want to lag too much time with that. You all were prepared. I like the local examples you did. That's a big major thing. Local examples are also a major thing when it comes to these presentations. All right. Again, good job. Applaud you guys, and you have that assessment under your belt already. All right. Now, for the people who are on the chat still right now, I want you to go into the chat again and click the word present number and write it number 2 on it, please, right beside present and 2. So I note that you're here for the end of the presentation as well. All right. So just write in the chat right now, present and 2, and so I can indicate that okay, Mr. Tillit already entered it just now. Good. So everyone that's here right now in this chat, we have 22 people on right now, right? So I have some people that kind of left for some reason, right? So make sure you just write present and 2 on it, so I can then give you points. Group, you did an excellent job, right? I applaud your effort, right? I'm satisfied when it comes to particular presentation. And I'm next group can be just like this and execute the same way, right? This video is going to be recorded and posted. We're recording live on YouTube right now, right? For the people who are unable to be on this particular live right now or left earlier because of work and or other circumstances, they can always go and view the video again. All right. So again, guys, thank you so much, and you guys set the bar for this presentation or to follow. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, so we come to the end of our presentation. So that's it for today. I'm looking forward for, are you guys still seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So are you seeing my screen? My screen, or are you seeing me? Me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Put on the screen sharing again. All right. So I'm looking forward to our presentations coming on Thursday, same time. So we have group 3 on Thursday. Right? Please send your presentation ahead of time, just like how we did earlier, right? So we're able to then have the presentation run smooth, and we're in the time, right? In the time slot. Okay. So that's it for today. We finished up our presentation, right? So now we close off today, right? On a good note, because we covered our chapter 2 already, right? I've
Yes, sir.
you all your slide, lecture notes, everything for you to prep on. I received that email earlier when it comes to your exam. They're still working on that right now. So I will be doing another video throughout this week, right? To give you an update on that as I get it, all right? Because it's going to be online, okay? So I hope you all enjoy the rest of the day. Be safe, and I'll see you guys again, same time, 1 o'clock on Thursday for next group, right? That's going to present, all right? All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the day. Okay, bye.